Yeah, he had a great run, and it's fun to watch. I think I watched Indiana State and Iowa. Caitlin Clark play about.
You called her garbage. You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I've been watching from afar and understanding just how much of a power she is out there on the.
Larry Bird, a name synonymous with greatness, just dropped a savage bombshell live on TV. In a shocking moment, he declared Caitlin Clark is better than Angel Reese, and the basketball world hasn't stopped talking since. This isn't just sports, it's a full-blown controversy. Buckle up, because today, we're diving into how Bird's words left Reese stunned, the wild reactions that followed, and what it means for women's basketball.
When you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry, based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese, stop it.
It all started when Bird, known for his ruthless honesty, was asked about Caitlin Clark's game. His answer? Ruthless and clear. Let's listen in.
He did it in practice. So I don't think you can ever get a better teammate than that.
Bird's statement lit a wildfire on social media. Fans, players, and analysts jumped in, either backing Bird or defending Reese.
The cool part is the way that she plays and her range and the level of difficulty on her shot.
Steph Curry, the master of long-range shooting, echoed Bird's praise for Clark's game. He called her a must-see TV player, an undeniable seal of approval.
4 games, she's racking up, close to triple doubles every night, and her shooting ability is.
Bird and Curry aren't just legends; they're trendsetters. When they speak, the whole basketball world listens, and their message is clear. Clark's range and hustle are rewriting the game.
There's that polish, there's that, and so it's must-see TV. And I love what it is done for women's basketball in terms of.
This isn't just about stats anymore. It's about jealousy and locker room wars. Hardaway's words cut deep, exposing the fracture lines in Reese's team.
I was going to say Caitlin Clark's been compared to you.
Yeah, but I think it almost robs her of the rest of her game because she's such a good floor, she has her overall.
Meanwhile, Reese has stayed mostly silent. Some say she's plotting her comeback. Others say she's feeling the pressure. But one thing's certain, the basketball world is waiting for her response.
I never thought you could ever have a better teammate than ML because he was the guy that would tell you if you wasn't practicing hard, if you wasn't.
For Clark, the path is clear. Keep stacking triple-doubles and proving Bird right. For Reese, it's an uphill battle to win back the narrative.
Remember in timeouts, somebody wouldn't be playing well, and he just tell the coach in front of everybody, say, look, coach, you're not getting the effort out of.
Larry Bird's comments weren't just trash talk. They were a defining moment. When a legend of the game speaks, it forces everyone to step up or step aside.
Would like to play. I will give you all the effort.
So what do you think? Is Larry Bird right? Is Caitlin Clark already the best? Or will Angel Reese rise from the ashes and prove the haters wrong? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more explosive basketball drama.
Indiana State and Iowa, Caitlin Clark play about the same last year, so I was watching a lot of basketball.
It was supposed to be a friendly conversation, but Larry Bird just dropped a bomb on live TV, blasting Angel Reese and crowning Caitlin Clark the queen of women's basketball. What led to this shocking moment? Why did Larry Bird call out Reese? And what does this mean for her future in the WNBA? Let's unravel the drama and expose the truth behind the headlines.
Some of her teammates have animosity towards her. Yeah. Like when she got knocked down, did you see the young lady come? She didn't run to her rescue. She walked over there and.
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, two of the biggest names in the WNBA, represent not just basketball talent, but the heated debate over who really runs the court. But when an NBA legend like Larry Bird joins the conversation, you know it's serious. And let's not forget Charles Barkley and Stephen A. Smith, two of the loudest voices in sports media, adding fuel to the fire.
This young lady, only thing she's doing, like you said, is out here. She's playing the game of basketball, and she's having fun doing it. And the media has put her on this pedestal that other people can't.
On national TV, Larry Bird didn't hold back. He said, and I quote, "She's doing stuff we've never seen before. Caitlin Clark is the real deal. But he didn't stop there. He doubled down, saying Clark was better than anyone, including Angel Reese. This wasn't just a hot take. It was a direct shot at Reese's reputation and the ongoing debate about Clark's place in the league.
To me, it's just hatred towards this young lady.
Shaquille O'Neal, never one to sugarcoat his opinions, admitted he was skeptical at first. But after seeing Clark hit threes from Steph Curry territory, he said, "Damn, she's not going to hit that shot." Bam. She hits it again. Even Barkley joined in, calling Clark's game otherworldly and praising her poise under pressure. Angel Reese? Suddenly, her WNBA hype was under the microscope.
And people put her on a pedestal. That's still your teammate, and you still have to help your teammate.
But Stephen A. Smith took it to another level. He said, and this is key, if your only point for Clark is marketing, spare us the nonsense. It makes a mockery of the women's game. In other words, if Clark's only value was selling tickets, she wouldn't be dominating the league the way she has. Smith even warned that ignoring Clark's real skill could hurt the league more than help it.
You don't mess with her. You know, other people. Yeah, you got to protect.
Let's be real. Caitlin Clark isn't just hype. She was named Rookie of the Year unanimously. She led the entire league in assists and finished 4th in MVP voting. These aren't just marketing numbers. This is dominance. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's stats have been solid but nowhere near as impactful as Clark's. And that's exactly why Larry Bird said what he said.
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girl.
So, why did Angel Reese's name come up in all this? Because the Olympic snub for Clark added even more fuel. Some say it's politics. Old guard legends like Diana Taurasi were protected while Clark was benched despite better stats. Reese, who's been vocal about her own brand and rivalry with Clark, suddenly found herself in a media firestorm, especially after Bird's comments.
Listen, what she's accomplished, give her flowers. Stop being petty, all you women out.
Angel Reese has never been shy about defending her game. From her viral TikTok videos to interviews where she said she's not backing down to anyone, Reese has always been about self-belief. She even took a veiled shot at Clark earlier this year, saying, "Some people just get the spotlight handed to them." But after Bird's words, that spotlight feels even harsher.
All the money and visibility she bring into the WNBA. Don't be petty.
This isn't the first time Reese and Clark's rivalry has blown up. It goes back to their NCAA championship showdown in 2023, where Reese's "You Can't See Me" taunt at Clark went viral. The tension didn't die after college. It carried over to the pros. Reese is known for her trash talk and physical game, while Clark's precision and range have made her a superstar. And now, with Bird's endorsement, the rivalry stakes have never been higher.
Be a fan. They cannot have this Caitlin Clark thing up any worse.
Fans have been divided. Some say Reese is getting disrespected. Others claim Clark's rise is undeniable. Social media has been a battlefield. Tweets like, "Larry Bird just ended Reese's hype in one sentence, and Reese will prove him wrong," flooded the timeline. Even ESPN's panel couldn't agree on who's truly the face of the future.
People believe what we say on television. Just because people don't like you or your personality, they can't get on TV.
So what's next? The next matchup between Angel Reese's Chicago Sky and Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever is already on everyone's calendar. Expect fireworks. Will Reese prove Bird wrong? Or will Clark continue to silence every critic in her path? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over.
This girl is incredible.
I've never seen that before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before. I've never seen anybody do that on a consistent basis.
The basketball world is buzzing after Larry Bird's bold claim that Caitlin Clark is better than Angel Reese. This has fueled intense debates, with Charles Barkley and Stephen A. Smith backing Bird's opinion. Angel Reese, who has been a powerful presence on and off the court, now faces increased scrutiny. Meanwhile, Clark's consistent excellence and undeniable skill continue to turn heads and win fans. The tension is thick, the stakes are high, and everyone's waiting to see what happens next in this high-stakes drama that's shaking up the WNBA.
Damn, like, and I was a hater because, you know, I'm down. She was like, she's not going to hit that shot, and bam, like, damn, she's not going to hit that shot, man. Like, if I say 10 times you're not going to hit the shot, and you...
Larry Bird's shocking comment about Caitlin Clark being better than Angel Reese has lit a fire under the WNBA world. With Charles Barkley and Stephen A. Smith echoing Bird's sentiments, the narrative has shifted fast. Angel Reese, known for her fierce competitiveness, is now facing questions about her performance on the court. Meanwhile, Clark's record-breaking stats and fearless style have silenced even her biggest critics. This explosive moment isn't just about stats, it's about pride, reputation, and the future of the game. As these legends speak out, the spotlight grows hotter, and the story gets even juicier.
If your only argument for Caitlin is that it would have been a great marketing opportunity and you don't have basketball experience or chemistry with the group listed in your reasoning, I don't want to hear.
In a jaw-dropping moment, legendary player Larry Bird publicly humiliated Angel Reese by declaring that Caitlin Clark is simply the better player. This comment ignited a fiery debate across sports media, with Charles Barkley and Stephen A. Smith also weighing in. The video dives deep into past controversies, from personal feuds and rivalries to viral statements, highlighting how these legends are setting the record straight. With Bird's blunt honesty, Barkley's unfiltered opinions, and Stephen A's powerful remarks, this segment keeps you glued to the screen, exposing how the hype around Angel Reese might not hold up against Caitlin Clark's undeniable skill and star power.
I think it makes a mockery of the women's game. If the focus on, now we just have to have people because of marketing and their intention, and they're not as talented, we're not putting the best team out.
Well, since then, Caitlin Clark won the Rookie of the Year award unanimously and finished 4th in MVP voting. She also led the entire league in assists.
She was outplaying Diana Taurasi. Was she outplaying Diana Taurasi at that point in time that she was on the team? It's a simple yes or no.
Even though Caitlin Clark is one of the most talented basketball players of all time, basketball was never the reason for Clark being left off the team. To Stephen A. and Shannon's point, if Clark was already good enough to make the team,
like Caitlin Clark was averaging 5 points a game. At the time, she was still averaging 16 points a game, which was more than a lot of other guards.